Hello, BookTube. I have a little mail for you. Tiny little mail haul. Came first thing. I thought we'd go through it. There might be more mail today, in which case you'll be the first to know. But let's see. We only have 3 packages here. So let's see what we have. Okay, the first one is a finished paperback. So it's got the French flaps, and it's just going to be like this. Just going to be... what can you tell me here? What are you going to be? It's just going to be a $18 paperback. And we've seen this already. This is The Trouble with Men, Reflections on Sex, Love, Marriage, Porn, and Power by David Shields. So this is Reflections on Men. And David Shields is an internationally best-selling author of 20 books, including Reality Hunger, The Thing About Life Is One Day You'll Be Dead, and Other People, Takes and Mistakes. And I have trouble with David Shields a lot of the time. This kind of, look ma, I'm writing performance work. Tends to be long on attitude and short on craft, and that tends to bother me about it, although I do still end up thinking about it. So I think we saw this on this channel before. This book is an immersion into the perils, limits, and possibilities of human intimacy. See, that sort of thing. I know publicists have to make a living, and they have to figure out how to talk about this somehow, but I guarantee you this book is not about that. That is not in any way a description of what this book does or doesn't do. All at once, a love letter to his wife, a nervy reckoning with his own fallibility, a meditation, a meditation on the impact of porn on American culture, and an attempt to understand marriage. The Trouble with Men is exquisitely balanced between the personal and the anthropological, nakedness and restraint. I don't believe any of this. I shouldn't keep reading because I don't believe any of this. Whatever this is, it's probably not easily summarized. So this comes out in February. No more explicit date than that. And it's the new David Shields. You just have to think of, those of you who are familiar with David Shields, that will be enough. You will just be told it's the new David Shields, and that'll be enough. So it will be slangy and evocative and a little bit hard to categorize. I have the advanced copy of this, but I have not got to it, and I will get to this today. It won't take any time at all to read. As you can hear, we also have the Bean. Say hi to everybody, Bean. They like you more than they like me. I don't know if you can pick it up on the audio, but she is a little tired. When she is a little sleepy, she makes a kind of gurgling noise. She can't resist the allure of a new package to rip apart, but she's a little sleepy. She makes a kind of nasal gurgling noise when she's tired, and then she's gone, just out like a light. So let's see what this next one is. Okay. Okay, this has a little schmutz on the book, but I can't help but notice. I can't help but like the title. This is from Akashic Books. They're a small but interesting publisher, and they also sent along their catalog, which is Reverse Gentrification of the Literary World. This is their books from April to August of 2019, and I've got some sort of sticker on the book here. It's kind of gross. Okay, well, I don't want to hold things up, so I'll just put my hand over. I'll put my hand over the sticker. It's fragmented. All right. Well, anyway, I got a catalog, but the book itself is Around Harvard Square by C.J. Farley, and I was just in Harvard Square, so that's kind of interesting. What have we got? What have we got here? Around Harvard Square. This comes out on April 1st. And it comes with a press kit. I do not want a press kit. I just want a pub sheet for the book. I don't need any of the rest of this. I don't. Author's statement? I don't need an author's statement. Thanks. I know how to read. I don't need your help. I will read your book, and that is your statement. So what have we got here? So this is the book, and it's the 90s, and Tosh Livingston, a straight-A student and superstar athlete, is living the dream. He's made it out of upstate New York and into the incoming freshman class at Harvard University. But after an accident blows up his basketball-playing hopes, he discovers a new purpose in life: to win the frenzied competition for a spot on the staff of the Harvard Harpoon, the school's legendary humor magazine. That's the Lampoon. So this is going to be about going to Harvard. So C.J. Farley has worked as a senior editor for the Wall Street Journal and Time magazine, and is the author of the novels Game World and My Favorite War. But he has to have worked at the Harvard Lampoon. Has to have. Farley served as a consulting producer on the Peabody Award-winning HBO documentary Mr. Dynamite, and wrote the best-selling biographies Ilea and Before the Legend: The Rise of Bob Marley. But okay, nobody writes a book about the Harvard Lampoon without having worked at the Harvard Lampoon. There's no chance. Is there any more about him here? Farley, who was born in Kingston, Jamaica, is a graduate of Harvard and the former editor of the Harvard Lampoon. Okay. Okay. All right, fine. Good. That's great. Did you hear that noise, Book 2? That was the mail. I'll be right back.